Dear delegates, thank you for being back for the last... Wow, what happened?
We have victims here.
No.
They will have their copies. Emanuela?
So again, thank you for being back for the last part of this session. We are now at the agenda item 21. Any other business? And if there is someone that wants to raise something that had not the possibility to rise during these 3 days of the session, you are asked to raise it now. I see Latvia.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. We would like to express the interest for developing of country profile on urban development and housing issues in Latvia. And therefore, we would like to get your approval, if it is possible, for us to join your family on this issue and to go to the state and decide also this question in our government. So would you like to express your opinion about the possibility?
Very close.
Should I repeat once more? Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to express the interest of developing of country profile on housing and urban development issues for Latvia, and therefore we would like to ask your approval, Commission's approval on our possibility to join this number of countries who are involved in the country profiles elaborating.
Thank you, Delegate of Latvia. We have taken note. Secretariat will deal with that according to, I think that there is also, it will be asked for a formal letter of request, and then other procedure you may follow with the Secretariat. Any other business or any other issue to rise here? I just invite all delegates to be so kind and ask for contributions for making possible the implementation of so many activities that our committee is engaged. So please transmit to your countries, to your governments, the need for supporting financially the work of our committee. Thank you. Now we go to the agenda item 22, adoption of the report and closing of the session. You have had the opportunity to read the draft report for the previous days, as well as for the first part of the day. If you had any comment, they have been reflected. And if you had any comment from the first part of this day, you were asked to deliver it to the staff, to Mia. So until the reports will be distributed for each delegate, I give the floor now to Mr. Marcello Beccari, Ambassador of San Marino to Geneva, who so kindly invited us here and was key in organizing all this event. So, Mr. Beccari, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, we have already acknowledged and thanked the many institutions here responsible for the conference and these negotiations. It was a true honor for the Republic of San Marino to host the 83rd session of the UNECE Committee on Urban Development, Housing and Land Management. The past few days have been characterized by a groundbreaking declaration, which will make cities worldwide green, safer, and more inclusive. We were able to interact and exchange ideas, other than important information which will inevitably drive forward transformational changes at the scale required. My final thank you is to the amazing team from San Marino, from the technicians that have orchestrated the behind the scenes to the people behind the wonderful organization of the smallest details of the event. I wanted to also thank the UNECE team from Geneva for powering through all the meetings and conferences and for ensuring a successful conference. Thank you very much again.
Thank you, Mr. Beccari. Now I give the floor to Ms. Paula Deda, the director of our division.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doris. And apologies, we are printing the final report with a slow machine. So those of you who have not yet received it, please raise your hand so we make sure our hostesses give you the report. I see some on the empty spots, but yeah, okay. So reports to people who are... Date i rapporti per favore alle persone che hanno le mani alzate. Ci sono persone che ancora non hanno il rapporto. Ok? Grazie. So thank you so much, Doris. I also wanted to thank the people that have helped us here. I think we have largely and profusely thanked the authorities at the beginning and throughout the meeting. But as we said, there are a lot of people behind the scenes that really worked hard for this meeting. So let me also end with some thank you. First of all, I want to thank the member states and the participants who made it to San Marino. It's not easy to reach San Marino, but I know all of you were very happy to be here. The first day I heard how difficult it was to be here, and the second day I heard how beautiful it was to be here. So I think it paid back, and thanks to all of you for being faithful to us and coming here. Hope the sessions were satisfactory to all of you. I also want to thank the chair, always, friend, co-pilot, whatever you want to go. We have been around for a few years, not many, yeah? Just, we look younger than we really are. But thank you for that. And then thank you to the local team. I want to thank Rosella first. Rosella, you have to show yourself, because that woman is amazing. The woman can run anything. And then let me read and say a few words in Italian. Rossella's team, Rossella, Francesca, Daina, Alessia, Emanuela, anche lei bravissima, grazie. Le hostess, Martina, Pietro, Sofia, Federica, Edoardo, Aurora, gli interpreti Omar, Eleonora, Liubov, lo staff del corso al Diego, che è stato qui tutte le sere con noi fino a tardissimo, poverino, Marco, Alessandra, Oksana, Anastasia dello staff e i tecnici Vladimir, Fabio, Andrea, Stefano, Licia, Andrea, Stefano, Massimo, Raffaello, Andrea e Stefano. Ci sono tanti Stefano e tanti Andrea in San Marino. Last but not least, allow me to thank my team. It's a small team, as you know. Those of you who are EC, they know this is the smallest team that we have in EC, but as you can see, we don't run the smallest meetings. So let me just thank profusely and wholeheartedly my team, starting from Gulnara, is our regional advisor. You have seen her running around, fundraising, fixing meetings on a very, very important project. She's been really instrumental for many successes of the division. Let me thank to my right, Hannah. She's the secretary of the committee. It was her first session with us. You have seen how much substance Hannah was able to bring in, so thank you for that. Mia, where is Mia? Mia, I think she's still running the photocopy machine. Mia is the new JPO that came from Italy for the Forum of Mayors. Now we can quite surely say that she might have a job actually to do, given the recommendation. And we threw her in the swimming pool and told her to swim. She started on the first day of her JPO career here in San Marino, so that was quite something. So thank you, Mia. Then a special thank to Thomas, has been a communication officer from EC. We always steal him and bring him with us. And the fact that we are so visible around the world is really thanks to him. So thank you, Thomas. Always great to have you with us. Stephen also, I don't know where is Stephen. Stephen is also starting his first day with us in San Marino. So we have a lot of newcomers. Is very calm, always quality work, so thank him. If you see also the report is so well edited, is also because he spent long hours with us in the night. Special also thank to John. I don't know where John is, but he's always running around as well and making sure everything works and everything is fixed. So thank you as well as John. And last but definitely not least, I want to thank Costanza, because she's really the backbone of this meeting. She has been working at this meeting for many months, taking care of everything. So very special. She has done everything in Italian and English. So she has worked like two people for this meeting. So thank you also to Costanza and thanks to my team. Sorry I had to do it because I really, really, really love and appreciate my team, and we have a lot of fun, and hopefully we were able to show to you also that we really care about the work we do, and we hope to make a difference. So thank you so much.
And a great thank you to our director of the division, Ms. Paola Deda, that is so excellent in organizing everything and being able to get all the people together, those that are the most, those that do the work. So thank you very much also to you, Paola. Now we pass in this bureaucratic part of the session, which is the adoption of the report. And you'd ask the Secretariat to project on the screen. Why? Ah, okay. But
There's no need to project it because delegates have it in front of them.
okay, so
Something we will, but for now.
so since we have shown the whole draft report on the screen in our previous, in each, at the end of each session, and you have it on your table, you just go through and see if you have missed something, and then we go at the end.
Please, no need to project it, we just use the hard copies. Thank you.
So what I do now is I'll go chapter by chapter, and read only the title. And if you'll have some final remarks, you can mention that. So first page, or I shall start with the report. I read the report on the committee, draft report on the Committee on Urban Development, Housing and Land Management on its 83rd session. The first chapter is introduction.
Maybe just to clarify, you will put these numbers.
Yeah, you have highlighted on yellow the number of attendees online. It will be completed after a while, when our consultant expert of communication will have this data, and they will be reflected at the final version. Well, okay, so second is the attendance. Thank you. Third, opening of the meeting and adoption of the agenda. End of page 3, page 4. Chapter 4, panel on urban planning for climate neutral and circular homes and cities. Page 6. Thank you. Chapter 5, report on the outcomes of the Infocus SDG 11 Roundtable and related recommendations. Thank you. Chapter 6, report on the outcomes of the second forum of mayors and related documentation. Page 7. Page 8. Thank you. Chapter 7, update on the implementation of the Place and Life in the ECE, a regional action plan 2030 and activities of the #Housing 2030 initiative. Page 9. Thank you. Chapter 8, emerging needs of the ECE region in the areas of housing, real estate, and urban development. Page 10. Thank you. Chapter 9, promoting access to affordable housing for women and youth. Thank you. Chapter 10, matters arising since the last committee session. Page 11. Chapter 11, response to the COVID-19 pandemic at city level and building urban economic resilience. Page 12. Thank you. Chapter 12, Sustainable Development Goals, Voluntary Local Reviews, measuring progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals at the local level. Page 13. Thank you. Chapter 13, implementation of the United for Smart Sustainable Cities initiative, in brackets U4SSC. Page 14. Thank you. Chapter 14, activities of the Geneva UN Charter Centers for Sustainable Housing and Smart Sustainable Cities. Page 15. Thank you. Chapter 15, activities of the Real Estate Market Advisory Group. Page 16. Thank you. Chapter 16, Land Administration and Management. Page 17. Thank you. Chapter 17, country profiles on urban development, housing, and land management.
Excuse me. I think that Uzbekistan is misspelled in the document.
Thank you. So since we had a request at the any other topic from Latvia, we will add here, we will correct here Uzbekistan and add Latvia. Okay? Thank you. Chapter 18, Program of Work of the Housing and Land Management component of the Housing, Land Management and Population Subprogram for 2023 and recommendations on key components of the Program of Work for 2024. Page 18. Thank you. Chapter 19, Update on Technical Cooperation Activities. Page 19. Thank you. Chapter 20, Election of the Bureau. Thank you. Chapter 21, Other Business. Here we will add the recommendation of the, or the call of the chair for fundraising and for contribution from delegations. You correct the phrase and read.
As you mentioned, we will add the chair reminded for the need to support financially the activities of the committee, something very simple.
Thank you. Chapter 22, Adoption of the Report and Closing of the Session. Well, at the end, I would like to announce all delegates that the 84th session will be held of the Committee on Urban Development, Housing and Land Management will be held the first week of October 2023 at the Palais des Nations, Geneva, Switzerland, and the Secretariat will inform as to the exact dates in due course. The meeting closed and the report was adopted.